Hi, this is Adrian from MBX Extreme, where we pride ourselves on quality, performance, and innovation. We thought we'd do a quick video on a few things, the feed specs and kind of adjustment and a little bit of what's the point of adjusting and for what reason and what does what. So let's get on with it. So basically I have a 40 cal here. So basically the 40 cal is you're looking at about 380 to 390. You can go. That's kind of what the general window would be for those feed lips, and so people a little bit maybe overzealous on what the effect of that 10 thousandths would do. It's not going to do a whole bunch. So that's kind of the window to keep it in, and then you can go a little bit more extremes or less from there, depending on what you want to do. And so let's just talk about that a little bit. So anyway, so let's talk about measurement first of all. So we have a set of calibers here. The back is pretty much what it is. You're not going to be able to adjust the back on these too much. So we're at about 380 on that deal. Just a little, yeah, right there. You've got to get it square across. So 380 on the back, and then the front on this one is about 385, 6. So kind of within the window, within the 380 to 390 window. So. So basically, if you want to do any adjustment on these, or if you drop them and you damage them, that's kind of the area to go. You basically want to keep the bullet sitting, as you can see. You want to keep the bullet sitting pretty much true to the feed lip angle right there. So you want to keep that angle. Now, if you're going to open them up in the front, what's going to happen is you're going to raise the front by opening up. You're going to allow the route to come up a little bit higher here. As you can see, I'm kind of demonstrating what would happen if you do that. You're going to allow the round to come up higher here. If for some reason you feel that you need to pick up the front for it to contact the feed ramp on the barrel a little bit higher, that's something you can do to adjust them. But also at the same time, you pay kind of the price because you actually end up changing the angle a little bit on the back here, so the breeze face contacts it a little bit of a different angle, and then wants to kind of straighten the bullet out anyway when it contacts it. But so that's fine. If you want to do that, great. But I kind of recommend to stay in the 380 to 390 range. If you're doing any more than that to try and get the nose up because you're having feeding issues, then really it's outside the realms of what the problem is. The problem is not going to be a feed lip related. It's going to be another problem, and you can look at some of our videos for suggestions on that. So if you go too far out of the realm, it's not gonna help you. So anyway, so that's just a basic idea. So for the 9mm, basically same thing, different spec. We're at about we're about 345 to 355. It's round about that one. So about 300, and this one comes in at 345 on the back and 350 on the front. Again, if you widen them at the front, you're going to end up with the nose up a little bit more and the back down a little bit more. And so you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend going past 360 to 365, because else what happens, the bullet then starts to rotate and the back of it, basically the back of it starts to go down. I can widen the set out real quick here, and we can have a look. You can kind of see how the 9mm sits in there right now. It sits kind of up there, and so it presents itself pretty good for the feed ramp. And then if you stretch these things out a little bit, I use some circlet pliers in there to get in there and really change them. I'm going to kind of overdo it because it can happen. So I'm at 360 there. I'm going to go a little bit more, because this is Tiger's mag, so we don't care whether it's oh, there we go. It's perfect to that. So we don't care whether it runs 100%, but yeah, here we go. So anyway, and you can see from this that then you start to get a much more aggressive nose up. The other thing that obviously as the bullet travels forward, it can come out a little sooner. So basically you're changing a few things. This is too wide. This is my point of the video. You can see there the angle is aggressive, and it's too wide for the feed lip. So keep the feed lips within the specs, which is around the 345 to 355. 360 is okay too, but that's about the top. You start pushing it much like this, and you end up with this funky angle, and it wants to catch the feeder amp high, and it can turn, it can do other things. So just a quick tip on how to set the feed lips. And also the 45, by the way, is about, let me think, I got to look down, 425, 430 for the 45 ACP. If you guys I need to tune those and adjust those, but this is a good thing to check them. You guys drop them a lot, and they get a lot of abuse, so it's always good just to check them every few months if they've had a hard full, and make sure. But you don't want to see this nose up stuff. Okay, thanks again. This is Adrian MBX.